Hey guys, Reza here from Budget Audio Chrono. Today I'll be bringing you the review of the Steeldive SD1979. These guys are going for about US $147, Singapore dollars $200, slightly under 190 probably if there is a sale. Alright, so I just got this watch yesterday. I'm super excited. I popped it on my wrist pretty much most of the day today. I really love what Steeldive has done with this SD1979. Let me just refer to Steeldive UK's website. This watch, I got it from Steeldive, and they were kind enough to send me this watch at a discount for me to do a review on it. But I'm reading the material from Steeldive UK's website because I think they have a nice introduction to what the SD1979 is about. So this is the SD1979, which pays tribute to the Squale 50 Atmos. Alright, you will see it on the screen here as I talk about it. It is a successful modern diver watch made by a small Swiss watch brand. Squale is the French word for shark, and this watch certainly has its fair share of Gaelic flair and a certain je ne sais quoi. With the orange minute hand, so even here, beautiful, yeah? With the orange minute hand standing out against the black dial, both the Squale and this Steeldive version capture the spirit of classic dive watches from the 1970s, and just when you thought it was safe to look at watches again, face it, looks like you're gonna need a bigger watch drawer. Right guys, so this month has been pretty crazy for me. I've accumulated several watches and I do have to slow down, alright, for the sake of my pocket, yeah. Alright, so here are the specs of the SD1979 before we get into the other minute details of the watch. NH35 automatic movement, 120 click bezel, alright, 200 meter water resistance, okay, screw down crown, screw back case, cool case, alright. What it came with was this engineer strap. I love the engineer strap. It looks so good on this watch. I know some of you don't like it. You said it's too thick. I personally love the engineer strap. Alright, the NH35 hacking movement, C3 Luminova on the face, BGW9 looms on the bezel. Now here we go. I love a watch with a wider lug, so lug width 22 mm. Alright, with a straight lug here. I love it. Okay, very old school. Case diameter 43.5 mm. Lug to lug 51 mm. Lug to lug is 51 mm, but I'll share a bit more about this 51 mm because of this overhang here. It actually wraps around your wrist very well. Okay, case thickness is 13.2. So this 13.2 here, let me bring over what I'm wearing today. This is my Seiko Coke Submod by Alternate Watch Singapore. Okay, beautiful watch. This has a bit more wrist present. It is 40 millimeters, but it is 14 mm from the base to the top. The thickness of the watch is 14 mm. This guy is just slightly shy of that 13.5, although it has that dome sapphire glass. Alright, so I think Steeldive did really well with the packaging of the SD1979. As always, Steeldive comes with this nice Pelican style case. What they did with this Pelican style case, of course, all the other stuff inside, the paper and everything, it came with a tool to help you remove the bracelet. So thank you Steeldive for making our life a little bit easier by adding a simple cheap tool for us. It even comes with a spare set here at the back, you know, in case you destroyed this one or you lost this guy. Okay, so overall, fantastic little detail that Steeldive has put into the packaging for the customer. Alright, so here we go. What I do love about this watch is, again, the overall classic look of the watch. I like how they have worked on this brush finish all around the sides. Okay, to the extension of the lugs. Okay, to the sides of the bezel here, even to the case back. So the whole watch, besides the strap, has that brush finish. Next thing would be a fantastic detail here on the Steeldive sign crown. So I think this is well thought out. This kind of details, I think, is a plus 0.5 points to Steeldive to this watch here. All right, let's bring it out again. Let's start from top down. Okay, we have a dome sapphire glass with blue AR coating. This is a minus because of the, again, extremely strong blue AR coating. You get a lot of that blue light coming through the watch, and this for me is not a deal breaker, but it gets super annoying when you want to take photographs. You only have specific angles to work with, not all angles, so you do have to catch the light at specific angles so you don't get a blue sheen on the glass here. Okay, just for you to take note. But other than that, if it's not with the blue sheen, you get to see the dial extremely clear, crispy clear, super clear. All right, common thing would be to check the bezel action. 120 clicks, check it out. Nice and smooth. I believe this zeroes in pretty well right at 12 o'clock. Missed that. Let's try again. There we go. Slightly off, I do think, by about a millimeter or so. Not a deal breaker unless you are super particular about bezel alignment. I'm okay with it. Next thing, we want to check whether the bezel has any kind of play up and down. Just check this out. This guy here has play here. If I press, this guy moves at the top. Okay, not here, but here. SD1979, none at all. Solid as a rock. Okay, any back play to the bezel? Nope, no back play to the bezel. Fantastic bezel. I think this is okay. I can deal with the small misalignment, not an issue. If you want it to look on the dot, you probably take it half a click there and leave it there. No worries, all good. Okay, let's take a look at the bezel coinage. Yes, bezel coinage looks great. Bezel coinage has a consistent coinage throughout. Sorry, this camera, there we go. Consistent coinage throughout, very, very good. Nice, good grip bezel. They are not sharp at all. Okay, next we take a look at the lux. What I was not happy with the Steeldive 1970 was the inside of this edge here. They were really not only sharp but jagged as well. These guys are well cleaned out on the inside of the lux here. If we look at the edge of the lux here, even the pointed edge here, this is not sharp to my hands. I can run it and I won't cut myself. Okay, how about the edge on the outside here? Again, very smooth, no problems, no worries. I really like what they have done with the finishing quality of the case of the SD1979. Let's pop this guy out. Okay, from here we look at the case back. Again, the Steeldive logo on the case back here. Let me flip it around. Not Angry Duck, but the case tank. Again, the bead blast finish here is very good. You don't feel rough. Okay, in terms of finishing quality, we can tell immediately the difference between the SD1979 and the SD1970, the Willard, right? So the SD1970, what you have is similar you know, engraved case back here, but this is really rough on the 1970. This guy is smooth. You know, you don't get that sort of roughness on your hands. Okay, so on top of that, let's take a look at the crown here. I have small hands, so I can get my hands on the crown fairly easily. Watch that, I can pinch that, I can unlock that. Nice positive pop. 1, 2. It's alright for me. Put it back in. Even here, on tightening the crown, I can do it with my hands, with my fingers. Alright, but we have some reviewers out there who have really big hands and they have 7-inch, 7/4 inch wrists. you know, mitten oven mitt hands. They have issues getting to this guy. It's quite a legit cause for concern if you have a larger pair of hands. Just look at that. It's almost hidden behind the bezel. So it's hard for some of you who have very large hands. It's not going to be you know, user-friendly for you. So overall, I like what they have done with the SD1979. I think it is well worth the money. At Singapore, $200, $190, you know, US, whatever that amount I mentioned to you guys just now. I think this is a lovely watch. Most importantly, I think we want to test the Lume out. I'll give a quick blast with the Nightcore tactical flashlight right here. Alright, the Lumes again from Steeldive never disappoints, but I think the SD1979, they have brought the Lume to another level altogether. Even here you can see it. I'm going to off the lights one by one. I've got 3 lights going on here. There we go, guys. This is, yeah, this is insane. This is an extremely high quality Lume that it even lights up the dial inside. Okay, I'm going to try and bring it close to the camera. I just enjoy that Lume. Even my son was able to see the Lume in the bright of day the moment I stepped into the lift today. So these guys are very incredible, and look at how long it stays. Alright, I've been talking for about half a minute to 1 minute and it still doesn't fade away. Looking at the Seiko Coke mod here to this, of course, unfair comparison. I didn't give this guy a good blast, but I can guarantee you this Steeldive is in another league altogether in terms of its Lume game. Alright, so bring it back out. Get the lights back on. Nice. Let's get a wrist shot here. Okay guys, I have a 6.5-inch wrist. And there you go. We talked about the lug overhang. I'm going to try and get it around the camera here. I'm going to stand up a little bit. Behind that lens is going to be hard. There. These lugs here, they curve down. And that overhang, it helps to mold the shape of the watch over your wrist without it sticking out and looking awkward. So even on a 6.5-inch wrist here, this looks super good and just about right for my wrist. With the engineer bracelet, I think it works well for me. If you do want to swap out to NATOs and all that, I think it would work very well as well because of the bead plus finish. It gives you that very tactical, practical kind of look as well. So up to you. I think this guy, you can play with a lot of different straps. They call it Strap Monster. I think this guy can work well on multiple straps. Again, I thought that this was one of the underdogs by Steeldive, and hence the reason that I decided to get this guy instead of the other Steeldive models for now. I have to be very picky about my budget, and I thought that this would be a watch that I can wear regularly, pretty much on, you know, a daily basis or if not even weekly basis. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. This is an excellent watch by Steeldive. I'd probably give this, you know, a 4.5 to 5.0 over 5, 5 over 5 kind of a watch here. It's 5 stars in quality. So thanks so much Steeldive for trusting me to do this review and giving me that a bit of discount to encourage me to review this watch, you know, as compared to other companies. Thanks so much for trusting me to do this review for you. Thanks guys, thanks so much. Do subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed what you've seen today. Check out my other review where I'm talking about the alternate watch Seiko Coke sub mod here. This is another beautiful watch which I think is well worth the investment if you're in Singapore. Alright guys, take care. See you real soon.